Look at that. Should LeBron and the Lakers offer up Truder, KCP, and THT? See how separate it is? LeBron and the Lakers? What's up, guys? Prince Sports here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Now, see what I'm talking about? You had a bunch of people sitting there talking about the Lakers going to three-peat. They're going to win a championship this season. Why are you guys not...
Gotcha, bitch!
Not keeping that same energy now, just because two guys are injured? Now, all of a sudden, the Lakers go from a championship contending team to a trash team. And you're throwing everybody under the bus. All of a sudden, the man that won Sixth Man of the Year is trash. A guy that came third place in Sixth Man of the Year is trash. Listen, they don't have their two-star players, okay? They giving you what they normally give you, all right? Those are good players. Don't trash them under the bus. Even your boy, LeBron James, said
My nigga.
himself, I have enough to win the championship. So that means when his ass gets healthy, him and AD get back on the court and compete for a championship. What's up with all the excuses? You know, that's karma coming back to the Lakers. All right. You had a guy in LeBron James who recruited and got all these guys. OK, now there's two separate groups. There's LeBron and Clutch Sports, and then there's Rob Pelinka and the Lakers. But LeBron James and his team do call all the shots. Anthony Davis verified that. OK, so basically no player comes on that Lakers team without an OK from LeBron James. Right. So he's the one that said, I can win the championship with those guys. You trust those guys, right? But you're the first guy that when his trade deadline was going down, you wanted to get rid of Dennis Truder. You wanted to trade Montrezl Harrell. You wanted to trade KCP, who's on Clutch Sports. You know, this is the stake stuff that I don't like about Kevin Durant and LeBron James, okay? At least if I'm on a different team and I'm on the same team with Kevin Durant, at least I know that he don't go to the GM and the franchise and tell him to trade me after he look at me in the face and tell me that, hey, yeah, you know what? You cool. We could win the championship together, blah, blah, blah. You know, if you're a man and you look at me in the face and you tell me something, but then the minute I turn my back, you say some steak stuff about me. You sit there and say something disrespectful towards me. What's that saying about you? Okay? LeBron James is the same guy that sit there and said, I like these guys, you know, I got faith in them. But then the minute you see another player up for grabs, you want to trade the rest of your team. The same team that gave up money for you, the same team that changing their game just to benefit you. Okay? Some of these guys don't want to play in the LeBron system, but they're doing it. They're making that sacrifice to help you win a championship, LeBron James, because it's a team game. All right? It's the same thing for Kevin Durant, you know? If somebody puts their career and their life on the line for you, you got to show that man that respect, especially if you look at him in the face and gave him your word. Your word is your bond. You know what I'm saying? Montrezl Harrell, he got karma too. So the Lakers may be throwing in the white flag because the simple fact is you got a guy in Montrezl Harrell that said the Clippers was trash. There was this, there was that. You know, they have no leadership. They got, nothing. You know, the Lakers wanted me. Well, if the Lakers wanted you so bad, Montrezl Harrell, why was your name brought up in trade talks? Looks like you wasn't as valued as you thought you was. You got bamboozled. Dennis Truder, you got bamboozled. You could have made money somewhere else and been appreciated by another franchise. But you got bamboozled. Okay? KCP, a guy that hit clutch shots in the playoffs, that hitting threes and all this other stuff, playing like a good role player in the playoffs. Help LeBron James won the championship and Anthony Davis. It's a team game. You don't throw that man under the bus and sit there and try to trade him. You put your arm around him and say, hey, it's going to be all right, and we're going to win a championship. It's going to be all right. That's what a real leader's supposed to say. You go to war with your troops. I remember Michael Jordan in 1998. They were saying the Bulls all old and beat up. Michael Jordan said, you know what? We may be old, but you're still going to have to come and take this away from us. We're going to compete. Michael Jordan wasn't going there telling them, get rid of all these guys. You know, they did everything to give the players that LeBron James wanted. You co-signed all those players on that franchise. Okay? So miss me with all that nonsense, man. I don't understand where people constantly get pissed off and try to go out of their way to sit down there and say stuff like, you must be this, you must be that. I make a video and I criticize the Nets and the Lakers, but you're so narrow-minded. All you focusing on is the fact that I criticize the Lakers. You didn't see the fact that I criticized the Brooklyn Nets and call them the Three Stooges. Okay? My respect level from the Brooklyn Nets is the same as the Lakers, which is not that much. Okay? Clearly, I got orange and blue on 90% of the time that you see me make my videos. I represent. All right? So, miss me with the nonsense, man. I don't understand why y'all guys just can't get it. There's morals and there's ethics. And when you a man like me and you come from certain type of neighborhoods, you value one thing that comes above and foremost. That's respect. Okay? As simple as that. You ain't got to always agree with somebody what they say. But if you rocking with somebody, especially if it's in sports, and these guys gave up their livelihood, money, just for you, you got to owe those guys respect that they deserve, And I'm not even a Lakers fan, but I'm upset with the way how they handle business. I'm upset with this circus, this fiasco that they got. And it always started whenever LeBron James joins a team. It's always chaos. There's always drama. There's always stuff on the media all the time. Why can't y'all just go out there and compete? You're injured, okay? Sit back, get healthy, come back and play basketball. As simple as that. You're 36 years old, so you're gonna face the same consequences like Steph Curry and everybody other players face. They get hurt. Injuries happen. It's a part of the game. Okay, so stop crying, suck it up, and come back and play basketball. The same thing goes for AD. You guys need to grow a pair. It's really pissing me off to see how guys behave these days, man. You grown as men. Where's your morals at? That's supposed to be cool. They was about to send Dennis Schroeder to Toronto Raptors. They really was trying to get rid of son and send him to the Toronto Raptors for Kyle Lowry. The only reason why is because THT was in trade talks for other teams, and the Lakers weren't willing to give him up. It's ridiculous, man. But you guys like to condone this. LeBron James may be a great basketball player, but as a man, there's just some things you just don't do. There's a level of respect that you have to give to your teammates, especially when they do the same job as you. They put their bodies on the line, their livelihood on the line, just as much as you do, LeBron James. Everybody else gets hurt too. Prince Sports out. Peace.